getting harder and harder for me to support and to stick up for you. Not just Spurs. Like, let's get it clear. It's not because I like Spurs. It's because I fucking love Mourinho.
To be fair, you did like United for a bit when he was at.
Yeah,
United,
I still don't mind United because I like Ollie. Do you know what I mean? I don't have anything against United. It's, I don't know. They've lost 18 points from winning positions. It's the most in the league by a comfortable amount, I think.
28 points.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Huh?
It's 28 points.
They've lost 28 points from it.
Oh, no, I think actually, no, it's United have won 20 points from being in a losing position and then won 20 points.
So Yoki made that about United.
Yeah, I was going to say, we were talking about
These are making up these stats. So.
But 18 points, that's really like unlike a Mourinho side as well. I think they just need to give him more time. Like we can jump on it. But like at the end of the day, when he took over, they were like 12th in the league. And I know Pochettino did amazing, but they were 12th in the league when Mourinho took over. I think they need to give him another summer. I know, but I just feel like
it's an improvement.
It's the defense. It is the defense. Like it's just so.
They got poor defense. It's like their defense today was fucking terrible. I looked at it. I was like, Rashford should have these people on toast.
I think I said this before, but the only person in the back five, Reguilon, is the only one that I would be like, you have to keep.
And even him, he's a bit shaky in defence. He's great going forward, but even him, he's not solid back.
But Lloris has to go, and like Dyer, Alderweireld, he was like amazing for a bit, but he's on his way down. And then who's on the left back? I can't even. Ben Davies is all right, but
Aurier is just terrible.
Then you got
it's Aurier. You had Rodon.
You got like Matt Doherty, which was a Mourinho signing, which is surprising. I mean, he's not set the world alight.
But I think that's the type of signing that he'd make now he's at Spurs. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't got the biggest bucks. I think with Jose, the way he plays, it is pretty, outdated. And if he is going to, win a title, he's got to have the perfect players that are going to be completely bought in. He's got to have a solid defense. And Kane and Son are perfect because they will bag most of the chances they get.
They're not keeping Kane there. Let's be fair. Kane's
no, exactly. So he
literally, like Keane was saying, mate, soft as shit, and they're going to be in a worse position next year. If they don't trust in Mourinho and give him a bit of cash, they'll be in a much worse position next year.
That's the thing. I just don't know if they get like 180 mil for Kane.
That's a bit of spicy cash.
Could Mourinho, like, I know how good Kane is, right? But it's like that could give him enough money to like fix a lot of problems. Because the thing is, they're doing this poor when they've got Kane.
Yeah,
like
they're scoring. Kane goes.
The issue is like, do you know what I mean? Like they're still like they need to show up some problems, and they're definitely not going to win the league when they get rid of Kane. They're not going to win the league have any chance of winning the league for like 4 or 5 years once they sell Kane, but they might have a good chance of getting top 4 if they can spend money in other places.
If they do give that money to Jose, he's going to do quick. He's going to do quick fix. He's not going to do for the future. He's going to buy 29-year-old players.
See the rumor about Fellaini today?
Yeah, I love that.
I don't think that's true. I think that's someone chatting shit.
What rumor? I didn't see.
Apparently, they're on about cutting his deal his contract in China short, and then Tottenham could get him on free.
Why would they want him? Fucking hell, man.
I don't know. What are we going to talk about today? I'm talking about
Champions League. Who coming out? It's going through to the next round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah, I'm just checking who's playing who in the Champions League.
Well, it's this week. It's happening this week, remember?
I'm excited, man.
I'm fucking well excited for the Champions League this week. But I don't know, being from 3-1 position down, it's a bit daunting, but I've seen Liverpool come back from worse.
Should we go for them game by game? So I think Chelsea put at the first, one of the first games on Tuesday. I think Chelsea are all going to be
it's a
Chelsea
through. Win for Chelsea. It is.
Have we done the intro yet?
No, we haven't. But just been.
Go ahead.
We're just freestyling, really. I thought we could do an episode. I think we could do an episode without an intro, but I mean, they've sort.
No, I need the intro. I need to know when we start.
I like to give Jack as much editing as we can.
But yeah, if you hadn't guessed already, tuned into the Top 4 podcast. If you haven't already, go and check out our IGTV episode, 10 minutes. Obviously, it was designed to be 10 minutes long. That's how we want it to be.
Absolutely,
Exactly. Yeah.
So we just talked about the Premier League's currently best player. I'm going to say best player at the moment, definitely Lingard.
In the
I'm
world.
not going to talk too much. We talked about him loads, but yeah, if you haven't already, go check out IGTV. Make sure you share that. And yeah, as we already said, we're going to talk about the upcoming Champions League second legs, quarterfinals of the Champions League.
Yeah, lads, hold on.
What have we got?
Let's just did we do like a vote or poll recently online? I don't know.
You got your mum and everyone else in your family.
I think we did a poll online. We did a draft about 2 weeks ago, maybe more than that. And I was saying I got the best team, lads. I've got the best team. And
you fucking haven't. You still haven't.
Let's go have a little look at the poll results.
You probably messaged everyone you know and asked them to vote for you.
Hey mate, you just saw a loser. We did
There's 22 votes in total, right? I guarantee you at least 18 of those accounts Pash has set up.
Yeah.
You set up 18 different email addresses.
I've been making Twitter accounts for last week. 64% salad and sauce, which was my team. I can tell how much you guys don't want to do this because I've shouted.
I didn't even ask anyone to
it's
vote
all
for
fair.
me.
If I had won, I'd have brought it up at the beginning. So this is
then we got in second place. Nice to meet you. Who's that? Is that you, Tez?
Oh, if it came down to like the best,
Pash, this
the
is
best
cruel, man. You don't have to do this.
No. That's decent. No, second place. Nice to meet you. Well done. Third place, which I thought was probably the most balanced team, Inter Miami, which fantastic. And then I think you guys voted this team the best with 5% votes. Capri Sun.
That 5% is just
it's just you.
Well.
It's just you, isn't it? Oh, that massive 22 people. Big
literally
up.
is 22. So 5% would be one vote. So it is literally.
I can count. Also, I can tell you exactly who voted for him already.
I noticed that. I think someone who has access to the Twitter. Is it Jack and Nath?
I do, yeah, but
someone voted for themselves someone voted through the top 4 podcast account as well.
Well, that's why Nate's got more votes than me then.
Mate, I don't know. People on Instagram. One person on Instagram said mine was the best, hands down. So, did you guys get a comment? No, you fucking didn't.
Also, I looked on the Instagram stories, and I can't look at them now, but I know that you had the most no's.
Yeah.
Early on, you.
So hold on. So Nath just said, "Pash, got all your mates. I got 20, 18, 16 old people to vote for me.
You haven't got that many mates.
And then Nath voted for himself on the Twitter poll. Is that what you're saying?
No,
I said I went on Instagram. I'm saying that I went to vote for myself through the podcast account, and before I could do it, I realized someone else already had because. You can't vote more than once.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had access to the Twitter account, I would have voted for myself as well. 100%.
Let's be right. I reckon we caught the Premier League and be like, look, here's the teams. Just let me know when all the boys are available.
Yeah, let's know what we think.
A little tournament, a little round robin table, and Capri Sun will come out on top. I guarantee you.
You just said I went on Instagram, didn't you? Is that what you were saying?
No, I went on Instagram as well.
I said that you had more no's.
You had the most no's out of everyone.
But if you're listening to this and you haven't even watch that YouTube account, you don't know what we're on about. So head to our YouTube if you haven't. Check out the draft. 2 players per club. We ran through it fairly quickly. We're going to do another draft very soon. We've got a few ideas of what we want to do with that, but we'll get into that another time. Pash, all I can say is fair play because you don't even have Twitter. Because
round of applause for the winner.
On the Insta, I would have been like, I'd seen who'd been voting for you on Insta, and I was like, nah, that doesn't count. But Twitter, it's a fair win. That's all I'm going to say. Obviously, I prefer my team. Like I said with your team, I don't want to get into it, but I thought your defense was a little bit shaky. But that's another thing for another.
When you got Gabriel and Zuma at the back, man, it is questionable, isn't it?
I know, and yeah.
But... All right, 5%. All right, mate.
But before. So that's fair enough. I mean, I don't think we said there was going to be a forfeit.
Nate, don't you laugh, bro. Your 2 votes are both you.
Not me, bro.
On to the Champions League then, I think.
I think Chelsea are comfortably
through. Do we jealous my 3rd place finish?
So let's go Champions League. So on Tuesday, we have got... Who's playing Tuesday?
Chelsea Porto.
Oh, Chelsea.
I'm saying they're comfortably through. They got 2-0. I think they're only into second or third gear in the first leg, I reckon. Obviously, when it comes to Porto, I think everyone looks at Pepe because obviously he's had a couple of great games, especially to qualify against Juventus as well. But I mean, should be a good win.
They were the easiest draw, weren't they? They were the the team everyone was hoping for. Who's
left. Chelsea do like buckling at home though. Like recently, West Brom 5-2. You never know. The impossible could happen.
I think that was a blip. I think
it does happen to everyone. Do you know what I mean? Everyone gets a fucking hiding every now and again.
Yeah, I think Tuchel's obviously he started to mix things around a bit now, and in the Premier League, Pulisic has started like 2 games in a row and scored both games. Did he score 2 yesterday? Whether obviously that would be the same team or not, but I can't see Porto doing anything drastic on Tuesday to make. They might do, but who knows? But
Havertz looks like he's hitting some form now. A good,
Werner's on the bench like that.
He scored yesterday, didn't he? Havertz.
Yeah.
I think it was Havertz. And Pulisic assist maybe. I can't remember.
So players hitting form at a decent time because they obviously rested a lot of players for the West Brom game, and people were giving them stick for that. But when you look at the league now as well, they're only 1 point off the 4th place as well, and now they're going into the quarterfinal 2-0 up. So, I think a few weeks back, people were like, Chelsea be outside bet. I definitely think I don't know what the odds are on, but I think if you're looking for best value for money, they probably are a good shout to go for them.
Chelsea, a type of team, they could just bag a Champions League. Do you know what I mean?
They've only done it once.
But when they won that, it's very similar to what this season's been. They've got Roberto Di Matteo came in and they won it. And then the only other time they got to the final was when Avram Grant came in halfway through the season. And it's just very similar. Tuchel come in. I would not be shocked if it happens.
And look at their squad. Like if they've
got a good squad.
And I can just see Giroud lifting the Champions League trophy.
That would be mint, to be fair.
Fucking pretty much done everything, haven't they?
So, this might be a silly question, but after this round, do they do another draw then to get the semi-finals?
No. It'd be like,
do we already know who?
Winner of Porto Bayern versus winner of Paris Bayern versus Porto Chelsea.
So you already know if Chelsea go through, they're playing either PSG or Bayern.
I'm pretty sure they're against Real Madrid or Liverpool, aren't they?
I could be getting it wrong.
I think
I thought it was the same day.
Obviously, we know because we checked before we start recording.
It goes up my head every year. Like competition formats, just fucking
Yeah, you just don't know which one's in which bracket.
I know.
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
They're going to play Real Madrid or Liverpool, and then obviously City going to play Barca or Bayern or PSG.
I think Chelsea got a very good chance to get into the final.
Yeah.
Because those 2 teams you just mentioned there, we'll talk about them in a second, but not the top. They're big European heavyweights, but they're not the most informed, that's for sure.
Next up on Tuesday, PSG Bayern, which is sort of the heavyweight, isn't it, for these type of rounds, really?
What a mad game that was.
Yeah.
Drum.
Crazy.
PSG Bayern.
Neuer had a howler like 2 minutes in or something. Mbappe shot it straight at him and he sort of fumbled it in. But if anyone's going to buckle in the next round, let's be honest, PSG have got a track record of doing it. And Bayern, they've just come up, everyone's experiencing the team. They're the champions.
Is Lewandowski back this week?
That is the big, I'm not too sure.
Because if he is, I think they're in trouble. But I get that's got it's set up to be a brilliant second leg as well. I mean, the first leg was great. It's finished 3-2, especially if Lewandowski's come back. Again, we have checked this before we start recording. We just, especially if he is back, then it could be an even better second leg. Do you know what I mean? Like it really could be. But
because Bayern had chances, didn't they? First leg. I know PSG 3 away goals is
that's good. Yeah,
is mad, isn't it? That's crazy. But I feel like if Lewandowski was playing, Bayern probably could have scored more, to be honest.
Well, Bayern can do that away from home easy if they go full strength.
It was at PSG, so it's no. It was
Munich. So Paris have massively got the advantage at the moment.
I think PSG will get it. PSG will get it. I think they'll get it. Yeah, I backed him in the Champions League last year just because of Neymar and Mbappe, but I feel like Mbappe's gone to another level now. And I feel, do you know what I mean? I think he's just one of those players a bit like when Ronaldo was in the Real team and the Real maybe weren't that great. And when Messi's been at Barca and they've not been that great. I just think Mbappe's at a level now. I think he'll get him through to the semis. And then we're saying they'll play the winner of City, Dortmund. So, I mean, I fancied PSG against either of them as well, to be honest. So I could see a Chelsea PSG final, to be honest.
I'm thinking Bayern beat PSG this round.
I reckon Paris will beat them.
What, Choupo-Moting is going to come off the bench and score the winner?
I reckon Bayern's gonna, especially if Lewandowski's fit. I think he could probably easily bag a hat trick knowing Lewandowski. But I think Bayern will come. They had so many chances in the first leg. If they just took a few more, it would have been a different story. And I think they'll be able to.
They have like 18 chances or something. Like they were the better team on the night.
Like, and if you put Lewandowski up top, he bags 2 of those goals or something, maybe more.
Bayern drew yesterday in the Bundesliga against Union Berlin, which isn't a good sign.
No,
it's hard to get up for games
and they're away to PSG. I'm going PSG. I am.
Yeah, I think PSG will definitely.
PSG,
yeah. All they got to do is hold. They just got to hold on to.
Don't get me wrong, right? The thing is with PSG and their defense as well. The 2 centre halves are really good, but their wingers are quite dodgy. But I think PSG. I think Keylor Navas is one of the most underrated keepers in the world. Like, I think if he wasn't in goals, then PSG have even less of a chance. And obviously they've buckled it before, but I just love Navas as a keeper. And he, like I said in the first leg, Bayern had 18 chances. Obviously, a lot of that comes down to Navas being in goals, I think. So, especially with him again.
Bayern actually had 31 shots apparently in that first leg.
Well,
31,
almost double 18, then 31 chances. It's even more. It's big enough for Navas even more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. To be fair, like PSG only 6 chances, and 3 of those. It's exactly what they needed.
I reckon Bayern slaps them, and Neymar cries at the end. Standard.
Yeah, it's a classic Neymar cry, isn't it? But no, I'm back in PSG for that.
So you're back in Bayern, Pash?
Yeah.
Fair. All right, then moving on to the next one. Well, moving on to Wednesday, you got Borussia Dortmund, Man City. Tasty. Very tasty.
A bit unlucky to come away with a loss, really, Dortmund.
Yeah,
didn't they?
Yeah.
That Jude Bellingham goal was
it's horrible. Yeah, but it's so they should have really had a draw there. And they're very unlucky to not get that.
The ref blew his whistle before it went in, so they couldn't go to VAR to check if it was a foul or not. If he waited a couple of seconds, he could have blew his whistle, went to VAR and said goal. So it was just stupidly unlucky. But Bellingham, man, he chose Dortmund over United. Sorry to bring it back to United. He chose the best choice. He'd be playing. He'd be playing under 20. He'd be playing under 21s if he was at United.
Dortmund give the youngsters a chance, don't they?
Bellingham scored yesterday as well in the Dortmund game.
They did, yeah.
First league goal, wasn't it? He's class.
I mean, future England star there and then. He's been getting a couple of caps, hasn't he? Has he played for the senior squad yet?
Yeah, he's played a couple of times.
Yeah, he's played a couple of times.
Fair play for a kid who's only 17. It's impressive.
I am worried. I would be worried about City because you felt like they should have put the game to bed at home. And they did sort of obviously went 1-1 at the end and then Foden scored. But I don't know, something about City, they've flopped quite a few Champions League rounds, haven't they? So I feel like they could still have that in them. If Dortmund get in their faces, rough them up a little bit, I think they could be a bit wobbly.
I honestly think the weekend games has a lot going into midweek games, especially in these big competitions. And City losing to 10-man leads yesterday isn't going to do any good for them. And I know they
rotate.
I know it's going to say I know they rested a lot of players, but still, man, I mean, it's in the back of their head. I think at that loss. So
when they rest players as well, their bench just as good as any other first team anyway.
Let's be fair though, with City as well. Usually when they lose to like a lower team in the league or something, they already get slapped up by someone. They always bounce back and they give someone a fucking hide in every time. You always see it.
This one's in Dortmund as well, isn't it?
Yeah, in a way.
I really fancy Dortmund.
City.
I think
City, I do. They've got a big yellow wall, have they, to back them up?
Yeah,
who are you backing, Pash?
I'm backing City. I think it would be
2-2. Because I just also the idea of Haaland versus Mbappe in the semi-final.
That's tasty, yeah.
I want that. Like.
That's why I'm just thinking it, and I
reckon Haaland brace on Wednesday.
That's the thing, Haaland. Like I just said with Mbappe, same goes. He's like on such a tear. He's just so intense, and like City just don't. They haven't got that European sort of. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't see him going out and grinding a result.
Haaland had chances. He absolutely bodied Diaz, didn't he, with a little shoulder barge, and then he was sort of stumbling a little bit, but you put your house on Haaland to bag that goal in the first leg. And Haaland against Mbappe, it kind of brings back to when like Messi and Ronaldo would be up against each other in the Champions League, like Real Madrid, Barca, and then you see them at the start of the game. It kind of brings back those vibes. So yeah, I hope so as well. I hope City don't go through. I don't want them to win Champions League, to be honest, but
we should do this after. Obviously, yeah, fuck it. We should all put a little wager on this, and then we can see who got it right so far. But I haven't been keeping track on what we've all said, but it's been quite varied so far. But Dortmund have been like so poor in the league. It's weird.
Yeah,
they're like 6th or 7th, aren't they, in the Bundesliga?
Yeah. I just know they were messing up my acca. I don't know where they are.
They're 6 or 7 points off top 4, and if they don't get Champions League, it's pretty mad. These Sanchos and Haalands are going to want to go.
Well, I mean, I know there's so much. I think Haaland's it's very similar to Kane. It's like if they don't get Champions League, he's definitely going.
I think he's going to be definitely going.
I think he's going regardless.
Just because his agent Raiola and the club are not going to want to lose him to like 60 mil next summer when they can get 150 mil. They're just going to go to the highest bidder this summer. That's what they're going to do because Dortmund are going to want as much money as they can, and so is his agent. And his dad gets like 20 million as well. 20 million.
And Raiola does 20 million each.
Well, if I have a son, he better be sick at football because in all of his contracts, I'm gonna have at least $2,000 in the contract.
He came from your ball bag, didn't he? He deserved to make a bit of money. You raised the fucker.
As Sancho's injured, is he? I haven't seen Sancho about in a while.
I think so. I would like to see him against City. Obviously, another like old club. I don't think he's going to be fit. Again, we did check.
Tez, can you confirm or deny if Sancho is injured currently? Because I don't know.
Oh, I'd love for him to bag a goal.
He is. Yeah, he is.
He is.
I'd love for him to bag a goal against City.
That's a complete 50-50, but he missed the England games and he's also missed the last Dortmund game, so I think he is still injured.
I wonder if he's back.
See if we can actually get an update, but nothing's really being that reliable. But never mind. So we go for two for City and then 2 for Dortmund, which I think is fair, but 100% going to be City, I think. Which brings us on to the last one.
The third tie featuring English teams in the Champions League because we are the dominant force. Liverpool, Real, good game, very good first game.
You were quite.
I mean, Nath, let's Nath go first. Go on. What do you think? Do you think Liverpool are going to win?
I'd like them to, 100%.
Like,
yeah, it's a difficult one to call at the moment. With the magic of Anfield, like obviously we got to win there yesterday.
There's been no magic out recently, bro.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, the magic of Anfield usually is when you've got the crowd there. European nights, we come back from 3-0 when we went over to Barcelona, come back and beat 4-0 at home. It's going to be a difficult one. Obviously, we just got to score. If we can get a 2-0 win, fantastic. But Real Madrid last week looked really good, well up for it as well. So yeah, it's a difficult one. We need to beat
Classico as well, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. They're well up for it at the moment. They're getting a bit of form after being a bit poor for a little bit of the season.
Do you blame Trent for the current situation that you're in?
Accidents happen today. I mean, I know it was a poor-headed clearance, but
I mean, as well as that though, he was being run around the park, I think.
He was good yesterday, so fingers crossed he brings out energy into Wednesday.
We know the score, Trent. We know he can score an absolute worldie or do an absolute worldie assist. But and again, if you're the opposite team, you're going to say target Trent, stick it on his head.
You're going to run it down that left side.
He's a weakness, so we know sort of how they're going to deal with that. I think Liverpool would have. If they had fans, if the stadiums was full, I'd be like, okay, if anyone could do it, Liverpool would do it. But because sort of the home fans would just sort of suck the ball into the net, as they say. But I think Real Madrid had too much experience. Modric and Kroos looked fantastic. They were just
they
about little one-touch football.
Mate.
I know they're sort of past their prime, but they show they still can do it.
I don't know, that ball from Cruz, that was unreal.
Yeah, mental.
Straight out of
that's the thing with Real.
And fucking put that away. It was unbelievable goal.
They always, like with Real, every season people will be like, oh, they're not as good as they were, but they just still manage to come out with results. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the three, they won 3 Champions Leagues in a row, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like the first season they won it obviously was amazing, but I feel like the third year the team maybe wasn't. I don't know. I'm not. I just feel like they weren't as high quality, and like even this year the team is not as good. They beat Barca on the weekend. Now they're only 3 points off the top. Like. They're 3-1 up. I can't see them not scoring on Wednesday, which means I just feel like the tie will be. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they'll get a goal, and then it's just like if they get a goal, Liverpool got to score 3, which they definitely could do. But do you know what I mean? I think Real will get a goal early as well.
The way the Klopp plays as well, he leaves so much space behind the centre backs, and with a player like Cruz, he can just put on like a 50-pence piece behind them, and the space is there all the time. And I am worried about. Well, I'm not worried as a Liverpool fan, but Alisson's form has been shocking. He's been letting in like
everyone apart from
go straight at him.
All of that back line apart from Robertson have been poor. Like Kabak, for some, I honestly think he looks like he's running in custard constantly.
Do you think Nat Phillips has been poor?
No, I mean he's
poor whatsoever. Nat Phillips has been like the probably.
Yeah, I mean it says a lot about the Liverpool side though when Nat Phillips is your best centre half. And obviously I know again injuries and stuff come into that, but I think that's a big old statement that is, and it's true. So that's
a good thing though, isn't it? At the end of the day, that we got someone else that we can rely on, like. Especially like when the first 2 players come back.
Yeah, but last season you were like unbelievably good defensively.
Yeah,
now
but I don't think
it's because we had like Joe Gomez and Matip who alternated fitness, but Van Dijk would just be fit all. Yeah.
Nat Phillips isn't the guy that you can rely on though.
Not against Real Madrid.
He's played well, but in the quarter,
it's just an experience in these big matches, isn't it?
Quarter-final second leg against Real Madrid, where you're 3-1 down. Nat Phillips is not the man to.
Well, I tell you what, if we win 2-0 on Wednesday, you can shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying, but I think massively as well. Again, it's going against Liverpool. Is that Mane's gone missing, man? I don't know what.
It'd be interesting to see if we start. Like, I think if we got any opportunity, best way get all 4 of them on the field. I reckon. So, Mane, Jota, Salah, and Firmino all starting.
Is there not a concern with Jota that like he could be a player that is better suited coming off the bench?
Well, that's what they're trying to say now. Like, I saw like a review from like what was it, the Anfield Wrap, and I think that's their thoughts as well on it. He comes off the bench and he's just a massive impact, and people are usually fucked. They're probably thinking, "Oh shit, Yuri comes now. We got to fucking chase after him," and that's when he usually, he plays his best. And then when he's playing the full match, he just, like yesterday, he didn't really have too much of an impact, but he still played well. You can't perform, not everyone performs fucking class every match. You can't be expected to bang a goal in every match. You'd want him to, but it just doesn't happen. It's reality. That's football. Just you got to see his best performance. If he starts on Wednesday and he smashes it, class.
I think he needs to start on Wednesday, Jota.
I hope he starts.
Any hope in hell.
This club started Keita, didn't he, in the first leg, which was quite weird because he dragged him off pretty quick. And that was quite a weird one because Thiago was.
He looked all right. Yeah, Thiago's been playing well as well recently. I know he's not getting assist rate, but he's been bossing midfield. Better. Yeah, he looks like he's getting a bit more, especially in the Prem, like get a bit comfier now. So yeah, I think he definitely needs to start. Obviously, Wijnaldum there, Fabinho in midfield. If we can start free up front, then maybe drop Firmino, put Jota in the middle, and have Mane, Salah on the side. But
this year, there's that meme of Klopp adding another excuse to the list, commenting on the Madrid to play range.
To be fair, though, if he backs it up now and he wins on Wednesday, it's fair enough. Then I think
the way I see it going, I see Liverpool scoring early, them getting mega excited, but then Real Madrid scoring like 5 minutes later.
I think Madrid are going to put it to bed. I do.
That's the thing.
I think Real Madrid will put it to bed, but
if Liverpool score, it doesn't change anything, does it?
Well, if we score twice,
I don't think it will change anything that much. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Real, though, have got like the experience of just being very calm and just not really panicking. Because Real just go in knowing if they get a goal, they're in a very good position. If Liverpool score first, that don't really change, really, I think. you know what I mean? I just feel like when we're just talking about City, them not having that experience, Real have that experience.
Yeah.
I think even if Liverpool score 2, obviously then they'll be like, okay, now we have to score.
Yeah.
But I just feel like they've got that experience, and they've got like the midfielders and the corners and Benzema. I'll be happily surprised as an English fan. Like, I want Liverpool to go through, but I really just can't see anything else other than Real going through.
Yeah, they are Liverpool shadow of the team that won the Champions League, aren't they? They were just monsters when they won the Champions League.
Like Jack pointed out on Mane, like when he's on fire, he's unplayable, and he is definitely playable right now.
So I'm guessing that is you free Real Madrid, just me Liverpool then.
That's not what I want, but I just think that's what will happen.
That's fair enough. That's your vote. Hopefully, I can rub it in your face next week, but see what happens.
Chelsea Liverpool in the next round would be juicy. It's always juicy when you see 2 Premier League clubs come up against each other in the Champions League. It's quite exciting.
And Chelsea Liverpool, that's like Benitez Mourinho back in the day, like early
mad games.
End of the noughties, like when they were just battling. Or they felt like they were playing each other every season in the Champions League for a bit. Just like proper midweek games. Good memories.
The one thing I want to see this week though is Man City choke it. That's what I want to see. If there's one thing
it would be nice to see.
I would have Man City choke it again because I think it'd be absolutely hilarious.
I can't stand the 4 of them. Having 3 trophies this season again.
From that point of view, then, Jack,
it could be 4. Fuck me, imagine that.
You've been saying that you were joking, but maybe before, about obviously United getting the win today, 8 points behind with 6 games to go. If Man United beat City, that's right.
No, we got a game in hand against City, so if we win that, then we're 8 points behind with 6 games.
Okay, so do you think it's better if City win this in the week?
No, through? I mean, from that point of view, obviously I want him to win. I want to get through. I wanted to keep playing midweek. Absolutely. But obviously, what I mentioned earlier is sarcastically, as Pash said, typical United fan, we win a game, and I'm looking to the future. But what I'm saying is, if City end their season like they started it goes in our favour. I mean, it's there for the taking. We just got to win our games, and if they lose a couple on the bounce. So obviously I'm torn down the middle. Yeah, I mean that's a good point, but I would much rather them win, get through, and keep playing midweek.
I'd rather them get knocked out. City no chance bottom of the league, and we'll lose about 2 or 3 games between now and the end of the season.
And then Tottenham can win the Carling Cup. Sorry.
Mate, I have got my Tottenham top on when I'll come around yours with Tottenham tops, and we'll just cheer Jose on because
we'll just all be Jose's cheerleaders.
I love Jose to stink the place out and get a 1-0 own goal. And
1-0 in an empty Wembley.
Kyle Walker own goal.
There'd be 4,000, 8,000 fans, wouldn't there? And he'd be pointing at the Tottenham badge like.
And then the press conference is just like, this is my greatest football achievement.
Yeah,
but I am actually busting for that. I do want to see it happen so bad. Like it's a 40-year wait. They got to be due something soon, haven't they? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I don't. It would change the season, I think, from a Tottenham point of view. Like even if they came 6th or 5th, or I mean, 7th would be really bad. But if they don't get Champions League but they won the League Cup, I mean, there's no way they get rid of Mourinho.
If you've got to watch Jose tactics, ballroom football, if you've got to watch it, there needs to be a trophy coming with it. That's the only reason you watch his type of tactics. If there's no trophy, you just got the shit end football and no trophy. Do you know what I mean? It's dead. But I think he could do it, and I'm worried City they're on for the quadruple, aren't they? No one's ever done that.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, fingers crossed they don't do it.
Definitely. We sort of deviated then, went from the pinnacle, the top of the Champions League, to talking about the Carabao Cup. I said Carling earlier, but it's definitely the Carabao Cup. Honestly, I'm not an alcoholic. But now that was good to run through. We can have we're all going to have a little wager probably on the 4 games, and then next time we can catch up and see who was right in the predictions. Obviously, we're all supporting the English teams. I think I can say that. I think I want all the English teams to go through. United fans don't want Liverpool to win. I was going to say Nath doesn't want United to win, but I don't need to say that.
Lol.
But yeah, it'll be interesting definitely to see who wins, and then we can do the same for the semis. Hopefully, Corona relaxes, and then at least maybe when the final comes, we can do a little live reaction to it. That would be very
tasty.
Yeah, class.
We can watch PSG versus Chelsea in the final. That would be lovely.
Oh.
All right, nice one, boys. It's been fun. I hope you've enjoyed listening. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button underneath and follow us on Spotify, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. And we'll be back very, very soon, bringing you the best in the football world. Take it easy.